What's going on, you guys? My name is Woof and welcome to today's video. So in today's video we are going to reflect on sophomore year. Sophomore year was a hard year. I started a new college, so I think that's what made it a bit more difficult, was that I started a brand new college. It did feel like freshman year all over again because I did have to start a new college. I do like the college I'm at. No complaints there. Don't regret it. I enjoy my college. But as of now, I'm a junior in college with 61 hours. It's crazy how time has flown by, really. It's very crazy how time has flown by, and there's a lot in store in the future, but we'll see where it goes. But on to sophomore year. My first semester at this new college was fall 2018. That was a very difficult time. I took this math class and it was probably the worst class I've ever taken. I did terrible in that class. I did pass that class, but it was still an awful class, and I hope that never happens again. Just an overall awful class, and I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I passed, glad I don't have to retake it. But other than that, I've had some amazing professors. I had one of the best accounting professors so far. She was just an amazing accounting professor for my first accounting class, and I'm very happy to have taken her. I'm glad I chose her as my first accounting professor because she is such an amazing accounting professor, and I learned so much from her, and she was just a very great professor. I ended up with a 3.4 GPA that semester, I believe. I did end up getting 2 A's and 3 B's that semester. It was my first semester was definitely my hardest semester with that class, with that math class. But I met a lot of great students, and I made a lot of new friends, and I met some amazing professors. And it was just a great semester, and that accounting professor was amazing. I loved that professor. And then the spring semester went very well. I didn't have any problems the spring semester, and that semester went down very well, and it kind of just flew by because I don't remember much about my spring 2019 semester as a sophomore. It kind of just flew by. I didn't have any problems. I took microeconomics, and I made a B in that class. That was another hard class because I'm terrible at economics, but had an amazing professor, just such a great professor, and got out with a B. That's like the one class that I remember the most. That, my math class, and my accounting class. All those classes went very well, with the exception to my math class. That was just an awful class to take, but other than that, I had some great professors, met some great students, and my favorite professor out of all of those was definitely my accounting 1 professor. She was a great professor, and I learned a lot. I think I don't remember spring of my sophomore year so well because it went so well and I didn't really have that many problems. I took microeconomics and had a great professor. I was definitely worried about that class, but I got out of that class with a B, so that class ended up going really well. But I remember my first semester of my sophomore year so well because I did have that class that didn't go so well. It definitely wasn't how I expected my sophomore year to go because I did switch colleges and I expected it to go better than what it did, and the first semester didn't go so well because of that class, and I did end up falling pretty badly and skinning up my arm pretty bad. Right here I still have the scar where I fell, but it didn't go as I expected. It did go a little off the tracks compared to how I expected, but aside from that one class, I had some amazing professors. I met some great people. I made some great friends, and I had a very, very great year despite that just one class. But things still went so well. Met some great people, had some great times, made some great memories. It snowed on campus, and I learned a lot of great things. Definitely didn't go how I expected it to go, but my first year in that college went well, and then I took those summer courses, and the summer courses went really well. I got out with 2 A's and 1 B. Took my second accounting class, that went well, and the professor I had was a great professor, and she was super sweet, but it still went really well. Even though I made a B in that class, it still went very well. And though it went different than how I expected, it went very well, and I really enjoyed my first year in this college and my first semester in this college. I still can't believe that it snowed, because it doesn't snow here very often, but when it does, it's pretty cool. And it snowed on campus when I was going to my first class. And despite my fall that I had, that still was a fun time, and it was still a great year and a great semester and a great 2 semesters. I definitely wouldn't change much about my sophomore year, but now we are moving into junior year, and the fall 2019 semester will be here pretty soon, and then we'll move into spring 2020, but let's not really rush so quickly into that. Let's start one step at a time and not try to get through all of it at once. But it was a great sophomore year. It had some bumps and bruises, and some literal bumps and bruises, and some great times, some sad times of falling asleep on textbooks every once in a while, but it was a great sophomore year, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed just being on this new campus. So that's basically my sophomore year. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as usual, you guys, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. So see you guys later.